Welcome back to Continuing the Conversation, where we bring you authentic AI insights. Here's what I've noticed. I get the same AI questions everywhere I go. Conferences, coffee shops, even school pickup lines, and my kids' soccer games. People ask, do I need a certificate or do I need to know coding? Is it too late to start? And will AI steal my job? And I get a lot of, isn't AI just cheating? And honestly, most experts give long answers that sound smart, but don't help. Today, we're cutting through the noise. We're hitting 20 of the most common AI questions in a rapid fire lightning round. Straight answers, no fluff. Then we'll slow down and unpack 5 that really matter. I'm Shalene Martin, AI enthusiast, business strategist, and co-founder of Revenue Pulse Advisors. My mission is making AI practical and powerful for real people in real life. And joining me as always, Rob, the CEO of CharmIQ. Rob, are you ready to cut through some AI confusion?
Let's do this.
Yes, let's do it. I'm excited about this. So I'll start. Rob, is AI just a buzzword or is it actually a real thing?
It's a real thing. It's already changing how we all work, whether you notice it or not. What is artificial intelligence, really?
Well, AI is software trained on massive amounts of data. It learns by spotting patterns, then predicting what comes next. Think of it like adding a super smart teammate to your team who helps you solve problems, brainstorm, and get work done. Rob, name the common AI models that people are using right now.
There's a whole bunch. ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Grok, Llama, DeepSeek, just to name a few. They all have different strengths. Think of them like different athletes. Can I just stick with one AI and call it good?
No, that would be like only asking one friend for advice. Rob, is AI dangerous?
No, it's as dangerous as driving is. We don't ban cars. We teach people how to drive safely. Shalene, should we ban AI to stay safe?
No, that would be like draining a pool instead of teaching people how to swim. Will AI replace humans?
No, but people using AI might replace you. Will AI steal my job?
No, but your AI-powered coworker might. Rob, am I too late to the AI party?
Not at all. We're all in this together and we're still all figuring it out. So Shalene, do I need an AI certificate before I start all this AI stuff?
No, if you can use Google, write an email, or have a conversation with another human being, you can use AI. Rob, isn't ChatGPT just a fancy Google search box?
No, not at all. Think of it like a trusted partner. Think about it like a tutor. Think of it like a smart friend of yours, somebody who you can sit down and really engage in a conversation with. Shalene, should I use this AI thing like I use Excel?
No, AI is your thinking partner, not your calculator. Rob, why does AI sometimes give me weird or terrible answers?
Shalene, you're starving it of context. You need to give it a lot more details. Explain to it who you are, how you think, what are you doing, what in context are you in? Do I need to master prompt engineering?
Take it from me, no, you do not. All you need to do is master explaining what you need and why. Rob, isn't AI cheating?
Just as we've had ways of cheating throughout all of time, from encyclopedias to everything else, you can use these tools in a wrong way. So no, just by using AI, you are not cheating. Shalene, is AI just another fancy tool?
No, AI is not another fancy tool. It's artificial intelligence. A tool never brainstormed with you. AI does. Rob, shouldn't IT just run our AI strategy?
No. It's like having IT design your business strategy. You should be placing a strategy on top of how IT works. This one's a great one for you, Shalene. Should I teach my kids AI?
Yes, they need to learn to think with AI, not just use it. Rob, how soon is too soon to teach kids AI?
Great question. Believe it or not, your kids are probably way ahead of where you are.
Yeah.
So the right time is now. Can my AI become my best friend?
Well, it can definitely be your most patient partner, and it'll never ghost you or roll its eyes at you. But real friendship, that's still human territory. Okay, Rob, this was fun, but some of these deserve a little more than one-liners. So let's dive into 5 questions that really matter. 3 of the lightning round questions were basically the same. They were around fear. A lot of AI questions are I get on a daily basis is around fear. Am I too late? Do I need to know coding? Is there a certificate? Do I need to master prompt engineering? And honestly, I get DMs every week from people who feel paralyzed, either where to start. And my advice would be don't freeze, just start. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely. We say it all the time. Starting to start is usually the hardest part. And so just start starting. It is not too late. You have not missed the boat. And I'll just say, unless it specifically, there's a lot of job requirements out there that say you need a certification. Look, if your job requirement says that, absolutely go get your job certification in exactly the same way that you'd done it in the past. But no, to exceed in AI, you don't. You just simply need to be a good communicator. And what's great is that your local large language model can actually help you be a better communicator. So the tools help you work with the tools.
Yes.
So that is, I think, the right way to get going with this.
Yes. And so we've had a couple questions, and I also know that people have gotten started and they're like, oh yeah, I tried that ChatGPT and it was really weird and I got some weird responses. And so some of the questions are, isn't AI just another fancy Google? Right? And that's a huge misunderstanding. Let's dive into that one a little bit.
Great. This one, we love this one. So as we mentioned a few times about thinking about the order box at your Starbucks or whatever, this isn't transactional. You're just not like in Google where you go in and type a few search terms and you get a result and you move on. This is really about building a context. You're really, think of it like building a friendship or building a new relationship with someone. So you need to provide information about who you are, what are you doing, how do you think, where are you at in the progress of things. And you're not looking for just a response. You're looking to start a dialogue. If you're asking question answer, then again, I don't want to ever say that that's a wrong answer. Like, cause you may just be like, what's the capital of Spain? At which point you should just use Google.
Yeah.
But if you're looking to be like, well, I need to plan a trip to Spain, like it shouldn't start and end there. It should be around, what are you looking for? What are the types of time of year that you're looking for? What are the types of things you like to do? What are the things you don't like to do? And then once you get the results, work with that LLM on those results and say, I don't like this part. I do like this. I would like more of this and more of that. And hopefully you see the difference there. You go into Google, give me the top 5 itineraries for Spain, and you'll get them. With this, you're having a conversation.
Yeah. So here's how I think of Google. I did a great example from this morning. I asked Google what the weather was going to be like at 5:30 today because my son has a football game and I know it's going to be hot and I just wanted to be prepared. Google gave me the answer. I also used my CharmIQ team today because I had to start my first week of football, had to start my fantasy football team. That is certainly not an answer I'll get from Google because Google has no idea who my team is. So I sat down, chatted with my fantasy football expert, and got my starting lineup for this week's fantasy football team.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, okay. So the most frustrating questions we get, and a lot of this is for people that are just starting out, is why does my AI give me terrible answers or answers that don't sound like me?
Great question. We get this all the time. And also on the flip side, we also get people that don't even look at the results. So they are getting crappy answers and they don't even notice it except for when they post it online and everyone else tells them that they have crappy answers.
Yes.
Again, you need lots and lots of context. You need to provide it information about you. If you're trying to get it to sound like you, lots of samples as to the things that you write about. I'll just say when I'm working with these things, I spend so much time, maybe a half hour on a question ahead of time, setting up a context and a structure and starting to work with it just to say, like, do you have enough information about this topic so that we can actually talk about the topic? Yeah. So it's going back to the previous question, which is this transactionality. People are so used to just typing in one question and getting a response back. Mm-hmm. And that is not how these things work.
Yeah. So if your AI feels dumb, it's probably starving for information.
Absolutely.
Feed it details and context and feed it information. Like anytime I tell someone when they're getting started, I say, don't type, just talk. And the first thing you should do is tell the AI that you're using a little bit about you so they get to know you. And that's always helpful. We also got questions, and something I'm very passionate about is about kids and AI. Parents want to know, is it too soon for me to introduce this kind of, they think, tool to my kids? And when I do this, isn't it just giving them the answers to the test or cheating?
We just had a great podcast on this whole thing and highly recommend listening to that podcast. But the short answer here is get started with your kids as soon as possible, especially with Shalene's idea about talk to instead of typing. Have your child and children talk to AI and listen to that conversation. Use that as an opportunity to go through, like, how do you ask questions? What if you get frustrated? What if you don't understand? How do you have those discussions? It is not too soon. As soon as they start talking, it is not too soon to start having those dialogues. I'll just say the usual things with your children, which is you should be there. You should be part of these things. They shouldn't be alone in the room with this thing under a certain age, because you can't really guarantee the types of discussions that are had. As long as you're participating in these discussions with them, you are absolutely safe.
Yeah. And the great thing is you can always go back and look at what's transcribed, what the transcription is. I find it very entertaining. My kids are a little bit older, middle school and high school, and they've been using AI for a couple years now, but I always see progression in their conversations and their interactions as they grow and learn. And as a mom, I want to see my kids, I want them to feel like AI is their partner. It's not a cheating, it's not a shortcut, and it's saving me hundreds of dollars every month on tutors. So I always say, like, would you get a tutor for your child if they're struggling in math or reading? If the answer is yes, then have them partner with AI. It's not a shortcut and it's not cheating. So the number one fear that we definitely hear, and you hear it a lot in the news, AI is going to steal our jobs, or, I'm going to be replaced by a robot. And let's be real, that's not casual curiosity. People are really scared about this.
Yes. What we hear the most about right now in this transition that we're going through is it's all about change management. And if there's anyone who here that could talk about change management, it's absolutely Shalene. But let me give my quick 2 seconds on this. The initial discussions everyone's happening in the workplace is like, you need to start using these new tools that they're being presented as, whether that's a ChatGPT or an image generator and so forth. And you need to start somehow getting better, faster at what you're doing using these tools. And a lot of people, it's the change that's causing them grief. They're worried about their jobs. But again, right now, where it seems to be centered is just on this initial set of questions, like, can you participate in this new thing that's happening? And a lot of people, because of all of the follow-up questions that we know that's in their head, and a lot of people are change adverse, and a lot of people are worried about these things. And this is what we see so much going on right now is, like, we're just at the first step and people are stumbling at this first step, which is they're not willing to participate in this discussion, or again, the troubles of change are causing them to not be able to participate in this part. And so we're not to the part where will AI steal my job? We're just simply to the part where companies are looking to be efficient as always, and they're looking to bring new techniques and tools in here, just like when the internet came on board. And lots of people had to learn how to do that. We're in that same exact phase.
Yeah. So don't panic, but don't ignore it either. And the best insurance for your career is learning how to partner with AI now. And that's what I always tell people. I had recently a really good friend who got laid off about 1.5 2 years ago, took some time off and traveled, came back and got back into, she's like, all right, got to get back to work, got to get back into the routine. And she's like, should I mention, in my resume or my LinkedIn that I collaborate with AI? And I was like, absolutely. Right? Absolutely. Companies want to know that you know how to partner with AI, that you utilize AI to make you a better, stronger, faster version of yourself. Therefore, you can probably get done. I know, not probably, you will get more done than the person not utilizing AI, right? It deepens your creativity. It increases the speed of production. And it really helps you think broader and better than ever before.
Even in lieu of AI itself, the simple fact of going through those processes to think about what you're doing and to bring that context up will help you no matter what. So independent of the AI side, just the process is helpful.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. So, Rob, this is exactly what we all needed. Straight answers to real questions. There are probably 20, 30, 40 more questions that come up every month that we address and that we see online and that are being asked out there. So for everyone listening, remember, AI doesn't replace your intelligence. It multiplies it. And that's why we're here to help you learn to think and collaborate with AI. Links to CharmIQ and past episodes are in the show notes. I definitely recommend checking some of those out. And join us next time as we cut through the noise with authentic AI insights. Rob, thanks for the rapid fire reality check.
Absolutely.
Really appreciated it. And hey, for those of you listening, did you like this format? Do you have more questions that you'd like us to tackle? Let us know. Was it helpful? And did you enjoy it? And should we do more of these, right? So join us next week where we dig through more authentic AI insights. Bye, everyone.